All right, Dad, how much weight have you lost?
To date, I've lost over 50 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot of weight. What'd you start at?
It's over 250.
You started at 250, and 8 months later, you weighed what?
199.
That's a lot of weight to lose in a very short period of time. Surely you used some kind of like weight loss medication, peptides.
I didn't, and stop calling me Shirley.
So no peptides, no weight loss medication, creatine, multivitamin, you taking anything?
None of that.
Nothing? All natural?
All natural. Watching what I eat and a little bit of walking.
That's all you did?
That's it. And no heavy exercises, no going to the gym and pumping iron, nothing. Just walking and watching my diet.
So you didn't even go to the gym? You didn't do any resistance training?
No resistance training.
Just walking. How much
The only
walking?
resistance I did is I resisted the urge to eat.
That's good. You're a pretty busy dad, would you say?
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff as a family, you know, a lot of trips that we plan, just activities that are going on. Day-to-day stuff, you know, keeping the house up, building things in the house or redoing the room, or
always something.
There's always something to do at the home, and then making dinner for everybody and stuff like that.
So father of 3 kids, and you're also an entrepreneur.
Yep.
You own your own business.
Own my own business.
Pretty hectic, stressful,
Pretty
I'm
intense
sure.
a lot of times.
But yet you still managed to lose the 50 pounds.
It's setting a priority on your health as the main goal, and setting that kind of like above everything else, and then starting with that, because it's not a big thing. It's just watching your diet, maintaining the calories or whatever, and tracking everything. And if you're not eating a lot, there's not a lot to track. So.
And were you like tracking your calories super meticulously? Were you weighing everything out? Like,
well, I was supposed to, and that's the plan and that's the goal. And when I stuck to the plan, I would lose weight. But when I wouldn't stick to the plan, then I would go off of the plan and I would gain weight back again. But that's where, you know, you came in and said, hey, you're getting off track and you really got to focus again, and got back on the plan and started tracking the weight again. So when you stick to the plan, it works. And when you don't stick to the plan, it doesn't work. It's that simple. The key to it is when you mess up and you don't stick to the plan, to get back onto the plan and go for it. Don't give up and just say, oh, well, I messed up and it's never going to work again.
And then obviously we went on some vacations, right? So we went to New Hampshire, Florida, went all over the place. But even with all of that,
Thanksgiving was a big one too,
Christmas,
you know, and Christmas, the holidays. I wasn't going to suffer through those and not eat anything or whatever. I watched what I ate, and you know, during Thanksgiving, I would usually have 3 or 4 helpings of food or whatever. And this time I just had the one, you know, sit down meal. I didn't go back for seconds, and I didn't do stuff like that. But I had a regular plate, and, you know, and I gained weight during that time, and I knew I would, but then it was getting back on track afterwards.
You were still able to live your life, enjoy the foods, go off plan a little bit, you know, during the holidays and whatnot.
Right.
But then you came back on track.
Well, that's the thing. It's getting back in focus and staying focused. And you got to set goals, you know, and when you fall short, you have to say, okay, this is the goal, and come back to it. And it's good to have someone like you there to say, oh, you're really messing up, you know, you gotta get back on and, you know, crack down and start, you know, focused in again and get back on task.
So obviously there's a lot of skeptical people out there who think, oh, I can't do that, like, this is fake, it's AI, whatever, right? They're gonna come up with any excuse. What would you have to say to that?
I'm not AI. This is my journey, and this is what I'm doing. You can do it too. It's not a difficult thing to do in terms of physical strength. Not like you have to go to the gym and lift tons of weight, or you have to, you know, do things. It's all about discipline, and it's all about staying focused, and it's all about coming back to the plan when you deviate from the program. You know, you have to get back on, but you have to allow yourself, knowing that there's going to be times that's going to happen, because you're human and everybody, you know, does it. You can always make time for your health, because without your health, you won't have any of the other stuff, and it's just harder to do. I mean, even at work, doing things at work, going up and down the ladder. It's a lot easier 50 pounds lighter to go up and down the ladder.
True.
You know, so, and then if I was 50 pounds heavier up on top of that, it would be even worse, I would think. I mean, that's why when I hit the 250, that said, this is going to stop.
Yeah.
And, you know, really made a focus and an effort to cut back then. Now that I'm down to 50 pounds, I feel a lot better. And, yeah, it makes me incentivized to go further to my, I want to eventually get to 178.
178. Heck yeah.
That would be great.
Let's do it.
That would be great.